You have to let yourself become the person you want to become. You have to allow it. You got to get, if it's necessary, you got to get angry with it. Because being soft and pudgy and pushed around and complacent isn't going to get you anywhere. You'll just be sitting there getting fat with your wishes. And that's all you'll have is wishes. You got to stop wishing and start doing. And rather than resist what you are intending to become, because intention is the start of everything, once you begin acting on your intentions instead of resisting with your old thought habits who you become, allow yourself to become. You have to, I'm serious, if it takes getting angry with it, with yourself and with those around you and with your circumstances, like that kind that we try to avoid our whole lives, the kind that burns in our hearts and in our bellies, right? Because we've been fucked over by ourselves. Now, this is a human way of looking at it. The source, or the biggest oversoul, God, sees every possible experience as a beneficial one, a learning experience, as a good experience. But to get back to that source, you may have to get angry, feel that anger that you in your life consciously chose to fragment yourself from your original greatness and power and source that we were all born with. And angry that you allowed it to continue. And angry that the establishment is set up the way it is. I'm not condoning violence by any means. I know that anger tends to make us want to lash out. Certainly does me. So I recommend, throwing a chair or a table, or finding something that you can throw, or taking a baseball bat to your couch, or punching something that won't break your fists. I do recommend getting it out physically. Taking a jog, taking a walk. I often take 2 walks a day when I was going through this shit. And working out, lifting weights, very good. Any sort of physical exercise to get it out can also hone your mind and sharpen your thinking in your anger, so that you can act with power, with adulthood, and with poise, and with strategy, and even tuning into your intuition while you're angry. So physical exercise, I think, is a counterpart and very necessary to anger when you're trying to work with your anger as a gift, as a tool to get you where you want to go, and to get you to who you want to be, and to get you to have what you want to have. It is a tool, and you gotta fucking use it. God, America, or me, or I don't even know what to blame. We're so scared of using our anger, using our emotions, especially those that are seen and painted negatively. So scared of it. We shy away from it within ourselves. Why? I think it's because we've been programmed our whole lives. And not to say that there's one single entity behind this programming. It's just the way the world has grown up. Human consciousness. See, we're at the first time in the history of the entire world that we know of where the mass of people and the group of people is now stronger. It can have more say on what we do on this earth. And in our own lives, we do not have to work for wages. Not that there's anything wrong with having a job, but we do not have to. We can literally be as abundant and prosperous as we want. No one can determine who you can become and how much you can get paid, ever. Not now, not today, not in 2013, not in 2014, not in the pinnacle of democracy as it was birthed and as it is now aged several hundred years. No one except you can choose. You choose what you want. I choose what I want. And so, for the first time, the mass of people can come up. And the thing is we've been programmed just the way it is. It's just the way it is. We can't change the fact that we've been programmed, but we can change our programming. And so we need to get past our timidity. If somebody doesn't like our fucking religion, get the fuck over it. It doesn't matter. Opinions are not facts. And opinions are like kittens. We're giving them away. Quit being timid. Quit being a fucking wussy. Quit being a wimp to ourselves, inside ourselves. Quit collapsing our chest upon ourselves. Quit denouncing ourselves before we even give ourselves a chance to stand up. Where did we get that mentality? Where did that come from? It's not you. It's a fragment of you. It's a fragment of me, and it's fucking contagious. Way too many people have it. Good people. But we see the light. We can see past that. We can certainly overcome it, especially when you have people believing in you and helping you do it. Especially when you have friends in high places. We're in this together. Nobody can succeed alone. And I'd rather see the majority, the good people in this world, honest, decent, bright, shining, simple, unique people rise up over the status fucking quo and the establishment. As you can tell, I have anger. Towards myself, it's towards... it's mostly towards inaction, towards inability, towards... I'm just... My thing is I'm angry that I feel like I have trouble communicating. I always sell myself short. I always have in the past. I do not now. Years of selling myself short and stopping right before the finish line. I mean, I'm not kidding. It's a recurring pattern. It didn't just happen 5 or 6 times. My whole life, I've stopped before the finish line from anything I've ever accomplished. Good relationships with beautiful women. I'll stop. Graduating college the first time. Stop. And I blamed it on alcohol. I'm realizing that now. I blamed it on alcohol. But alcohol certainly helped. But it's me. It's me. It's the people I continued to choose to hang out with. It was the people that the alcohol I continued to drink, the way I continued to want to feel. For some reason I was thinking that negative was what I needed to feel. And perhaps I did need to feel that so that I could, at the source, know it. At the source, know it. Every experience is a good experience, right? From the holiest of perspectives. Right? From the perspective where everything is good, everything is heavenly, everything is... It simply exists no harm. I mean, you're floating in a pure sea of bliss, of not just comfort, but of mutuality, of interconnectedness, of support. Supportive web of light. Tinier strands that we can even see. from that perspective, if you can imagine, every experience is a good experience. The essence is, to become the person you want to become, you have to allow yourself to become it. There are barriers in place, and anger is a tool to kick down those barriers. And sadness can also be. Wherever we learned it, however far back it goes, we did learn to sort of repress our feelings and, be timid about stuff. We're America, the strongest. I'm talking about America here, of course, but, I want to include everybody because, honestly, I think that people in other countries have a better emotional makeup than Americans. But let me address what I see. We're timid. It's like too many of us are timid. People, and the constant bickering you see, especially from people who are supposed to keep church and state separated. It's ridiculous. People are getting offended over somebody else's opinion, which is not fact, but opinion. And we start these little bickering wars. We're no better than... Okay. Bicker, bitch, whine and complain, and then the retaliation is to attack. Instead of turning the other cheek, which is the actual strong thing to do, just not caring, not giving a fuck what anybody thinks about your religion. Who cares? That's the stronger thing to do. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. We're all connected. Turning the other cheek is the strong thing to do. It's not for the meek, and it's not for the humble. It's for the strong. And actually, strong and humility go very well together. So, I keep getting off track here, but we need to... me included, we need to get over our emotional instability. It's like we're all just, America has some of the awesomest people who respond in such a great way in a time of crisis. And I live in America. I've lived in America my whole life, and I meet good people every single day. Every day. And, I just want us all to... I want the real values of America to shine through every person. The values of community and democracy and strength and not being emotional weirdos like so many people are, getting offended by little things and being scared to stand on our own. But here's the thing. It is scary to stand on our own because of the establishment and because of the status quo. And now, especially with the advent of the internet and just evolution, with the advent of the internet, prosperous, abundant leaders, thoughtful, heartfelt, kind people are able to rise up and bring others with them very transparently, and create new cultures and communities and products and ways of thinking and spreading these positive messages and strong messages and empowering messages and financially liberating messages and allow people to change their lives faster than it's ever been done before because of the internet. So my wish, and something that I'm just going to continue to fight for, especially here at This Is Your Brain on You.com, is that my wish is that we rise up together, holding each other, helping each other, and embrace our quote-unquote negative emotions, which are actually tools provided in this human body we are inhabiting, and embrace everything about this human body, all the little fuzzes and the feelings and the tweaks and the twerks and the pains and the pleasures and the emotions, and learning how to use our emotions to become the person that we each want to become. Doesn't matter if you're going for fame, fortune, being a good parent, being a good spouse, simply helping develop the third world in whatever way you want to, or helping people in your community, or just being a helper and just gosh, how's this for a goal? Just growing stronger and more balanced and more filled out in your light, your powerful, unwavering light, that gravity that is you, just growing into that beautiful, shining being that is you, with all your sadnesses and pains and imperfections and joys and pleasures and perfections, everything about you. Yeah, life hurts and life pleases, you know? That is life. We'll never get past that. So grow as much as you can into yourself. Become lighter, become brighter, become more gravitas, whatever that means. Stand your feet solidly on the ground, because you know what? Your mother and father survived this long to have you, and their mother and father survived this long to have them, and their mothers and fathers survived that long to have them. We go back millennia. That's why we're here. So we have every right to stand on this earth, because we're survivors. We've survived wars and plagues and floods and natural disasters and so just the harshest environments. And here we are in the absolute golden age that has ever graced this world, as far as I know. Here we are. And stand in it and own your place. Be centered, more centered. Be simply just embrace your blood, your veins, your bones, your emotions, your brain, your thoughts, your crotch. Stand solid on your feet. Breathe into that belly of yours. Take ownership of you, realizing that everything that flows through you, good and bad, is supposed to be there. Somehow. But we have to have the courage and the intention, the intent, the belief and faith. We have to have the courage to go into improvement, to grow ourselves better. Improvement is the only way up. Trees don't grow inward, they don't grow downward, they grow upward and outward, as does every living being. Everything starts from nothing. You and I were once smaller than cells. And an oak tree comes from a tiny little seed. A sapling comes from a tiny little seed. A squirrel comes from smaller than a cell. Everything grows from the inside out. And so it's our duty as conscious beings, as the only conscious beings on this planet that we know of, except maybe the dolphins, maybe the lizards. Okay, I'm not sure. As the only conscious beings on this planet, we'll just leave it there. It's our It's our privilege and our duty to choose to go into improvement, because otherwise we simply rot. Maybe some people are born to rot. I don't know. But I think for those of us who have a desire, a will to live a better life, and anybody who has a dream to just be who they really want to be, do what they really want to do, with whom they really want to do it, and have what they want to have, with no apologies. No apologies. No apologies. I know we have bad stuff going on in Africa and in Asia, but it is their right out there as much as it is yours right now to have whatever you want to have. You have to take care of yourself first, and then we will just kill it in Africa and Asia. But get your shit sorted out first. And by that I mean, it's never really done, is it? I mean, the day you die is the day you get your shit sorted out. What I really mean by get your shit sorted out is make the conscious decision to improve and do small actions every day on that decision to improve. You make the choice and then you remake the choice every single day. And you don't have to climb mountains in a day. You don't have to run faster than a train or jump over buildings or anything like that. It's just small actions toward whatever area of your improvement you want to do, and that's it. That's it. Stronger than the law of gravity. You will succeed at whatever it is that you're choosing to improve if you do just a little bit every day. That's the key. I try and say that in every recording I make. Do a little bit every day. That is the absolute key to changing your life. Whatever you choose to become, work just a little tiny bit on that every day. So small you might not even feel it. 20 minutes a day is all it takes. Every day, though. Daily is the key. 7 days a week. There are no days of rest. But what I want to get back to, again, is that I don't want to say that, but stepping into yourself, becoming, I love the word gravity. I just love the idea and the feeling of personal gravity, you know. Stand in your crotch fully. Stand in your belly fully. Stand in your lungs, in your rib cage fully. Stand in your head, stand in your neck, and stand in your feet. And just feel your gravity. Breathe yourself in. Breathe yourself out. Negative and positive, it's all there. Good feelings and bad, it's all there. That's humanity. If you embrace that, you can use your brain to go forward and to improve. Let your emotions help you, whether they're angry or sad or whatever. If you need to go through that, but always with the intention, always with the faith, the belief that you're getting where you're going. You have to know that. And if you believe in God, then I highly recommend, of course you know this already, have faith and trust in God. If you don't believe in God, I want you to have faith and believe in me. Believe that my hand is outstretched to yours, and I want to help you up. I want you to be a better person. I want you to be a more whole person. I want you to be a gravitated, powerful person. I want you to shine. I want you to speak your mind because you're an interesting person. And I haven't even met you because almost everybody I come across, I believe, is an interesting person. I mean, I learn something from everybody. Everybody. I want you to know that I am here for you. We may be across the world, but I want you to know that you and I together, you and me, we can do great things. And so our duty, my duty as well as yours, is to do small things every single day towards the goals that we want to have so that we can be who we want, do what we want, with whom we want, and have what we want without any apology, without feeling bad, with feeling really good, in fact. We're blossoming in ourselves. We have every right to be here. History has proven that. Your existence is proof that you not only deserve to be here, you have a right to be here. Yeah, you deserve to thrive. This is what democracy has been based on for the last several hundred years, like 500 years. This is why America is so great. I mean, we are at the pinnacle. We're still evolving our democracy. When we learn to get over our emotions, our emotional, upsets about other people's opinions about us, when we get over our fucking bully victim complex. Now, I'm not belittling bullies and victims here. I'm not. Absolutely not. Because, trust me, I was picked on a little bit when I was younger. And it still happens every day. But I'm saying it doesn't matter. Somebody else's opinion is not, it's just not worthy of your attention. It's worth you turning the other cheek for that. And if we can get over that, I believe that is we are uprising, and that's actually us, you and me, furthering democracy by becoming more powerful and in control of ourselves, and more powerful and in control of our lives, of the way we stand in this world without apology, the way we do the action that needs to be taken to get what we want to get. When we do that, when we become more powerful and in control of ourselves, we are literally evolving. I believe we are evolving democracy. We are helping to strengthen the ties that bind humanity. When you improve yourself, you are working in the web of light and good and justice. So get what you want, do what you want, and be who you want. Be improvement all the time. Always be personally developing, even if it's 10 minutes a day, but you got to do what you want, because when you do what you want, you're making a strong choice, a unified choice, a choice of unity with who you really are, with Source. And all of us are Source. All of us are who we really are. And we strengthen that profoundly good thing, democracy. We democratize the knowledge that, yes, indeed, each and every one of us is in control of our own life, his or her own life. Each and every one of us. That knowledge needs to be out there. And not only out there, but accepted. And not only accepted, but encouraged. Because I know the knowledge is out there, and yet there's still a 5% and a 95%. The 5% who understand this knowledge and do 10 minutes worth of something in any area they're trying to improve a day, that's the 5%. The 95%, like I have been my whole life, right? The 95% gets stuck, and the 95% eventually end up going down because they don't do anything towards improvement and personal development. They're not growing like a tree. They're not embracing who they are. And 95%ers, and I'm new to the 5% club, and I think you should get in there too. And I think that together we should make that 5% turn into 6%. And then I think we should make 6% turn into 7. See, that's the power of embracing who you are, doing what you want to do, and getting what you want to get, and helping other people, if that's what you want. The power of realizing your personal power and realizing that there is nothing that is controlling you. There are no shackles upon you except for whatever that conditioning, right? That programming that we were raised with. That's it. But I'm telling you, your emotions and your intention will get you out of that programming. It will. There's nothing that can hold you. Nothing. And all it takes is 10 minutes a day to get free, Little improvements of whatever area you want to work on, I mean, I blog on Empower Network, This is .yourbrainonyou.com. That's my Empower Network blog. And I make money there. That's what I want to do, to make a lot of money, And by doing that, I'm going to set up a residual lifetime income for myself. I already do meet incredible new people that are just life-changing, just cool people, just, and we share ideas between each other. And we work with each other. We observe each other. We, kind of copy each other. Not like straight up steal it. Shit. Anybody who wants to use my stuff to help them learn is more than welcome to. If you want to learn to write the way I write, start borrowing some of my stuff and use it to get into your own sort of style and get your thoughts flowing and let you write similarly in your voice, So you set up a residual income with your blog because you do that thing every day, right? And you get to know people and you set up your big time residual income, however much you want to make. You do the thing a little bit every day. It doesn't get done overnight. A little bit every day. It's not hard. It doesn't take a whole day. It doesn't take 8 hours. It doesn't take 2 hours. 2 hours is good. I recommend 2 hours. It's healthy. But you don't have to. And once you get it going long enough, you could even just walk away from it for a little while, for a month. Walk away for a month and literally watch it grow. That's the power of the internet. And a great idea. And a couple of leaders, a few leaders who came together to realize that idea, to actually put it into action. That's what Empower Network is. That's why I love it so much. There's nothing like it on the internet at all, anywhere out there. Nothing. They're not even taking any of the money that you make from your business that they set up, they put into action. This is a platform that pays you to get better, to learn how to express yourself, and to learn how to do basically internet marketing, which isn't selling, it's not walking door to door, it's not calling anybody, it's just you being you. This is a platform that allows you to do that, and they don't even charge you for it because you get the money. You keep 100% of the commissions. All the money that comes in goes straight to your merchant account, straight to your bank account. You don't have to give away 10%, you don't have to give away 20%, you don't have to give away 80% of what you make. Everything comes in because you deserve it, because you are a valuable person, because you put the work into, the 1 or 2 hours a day work into your blog and telling others. You deserve the money, not anybody else. It's your home, your real estate, your platform, your place to express yourself. You do it. You get the money. That's the way the world works. That's the way nature is. At the very core. It's how we were all born. Nothing. We started from nothing. We became something. You make the work. You express yourself. You get better. I always ramble when I start talking about Empower Network because I'm always trying to find just a great way of explaining it. I just want to get really good at explaining what Empower Network is. And so I always get really excited about it. I always let ideas flow in this direction. What is Empower Network? What is it? And in fact, one of my mentors, Chris Record, just an incredible guy, and actually when you sign up with Empower Network with me and my team, you're actually getting Chris Record's stuff. This guy I'm about to share. Actually, we've got a whole training site set up and a private mastermind group on Facebook with over 1,000, I think like 1,300 members. And, of course, access to me and, of course, access to Chris Record himself and tons of resources. And, so anyway, one of my mentors, he said in his training, actually, you should check it out. I'll just email me. I'll get you the link somehow, but it's the Facebook method training. He says the two things that you really need to get down, the two things you really need to talk about or really need to master how to say is what is Empower Network and how will it help my business? You just have to be good at being able to explain those two things to to anybody who asks, basically. And in your own voice and in your own style, and even catered to the person who's asking. But so that's kind of why I like to, practice talking about Empower Network often, because not only do I want to follow his rules, his guidelines. I mean, he's a leader. I follow leaders so that I can become one, because the purpose of leadership is not to get more followers, it's to create more leaders. So when you follow a leader, you're doing a good thing because you're actually benefiting yourself. You are becoming a leader by following a leader. So yeah, not only to become a leader, but also because I actually do want to know how to explain that stuff. Because it's awesome, because I make money with it, because it's just the coolest culture I've ever been in. It's the coolest community I've ever seen. I mean, I'm spellbound. I'm fucking flabbergasted. I love it. I love it. It's everything that I desire. Democracy, mutual understanding, compassion, business with heart, 100% empowerment. I mean, empower basically says it all to me, because that's really it. It's allowing you to take complete control of your life, to get away from wage jobs, and to make as much money as you absolutely want right here with Empower. You don't even have to do anything else with Empower Network. You can just promote Empower Network by being yourself on your own blog. That's it. And you can make as much money as you want. But, of course, also because you are who you are, and you could be in other businesses or be a business owner, or maybe, if you don't know what to do, I say definitely just stick with Empower Network, and then, get into something bigger later as you develop as a person. But for those who are in a business, of course, when you make new friends and, people find you on your Empower Network blog because you do, your productivity, you can also promote those businesses too, whatever those are. Maybe your network marketing business, or brick and mortar business, or, moving company, or whatever, pool guy, doesn't matter. So why I love Empower Network so much. And then, so not only that, but, there's heart, there's the compassion part, and then just the total empowerment. And then, and then my thing is, on top of making money without having to do a wage job, without having to go to a location, and being able to keep everything that you make, and then on top of that, for me, it's that you are literally working yourself out as a person. This is my thing. This is your brain on you. Your brain is the tool that you use to get, do, and be whoever, whatever you want all your life. Your brain on you is the most life-changing thing you can ever do. Your brain on you the decision maker, choosing to go through these improvements and choosing to not shy away from sadness or from anger or from boredom or from aloneness, but choosing to move forward in the direction of your dreams, however small or large, and whatever you wish them to be. You do that. And choose to do that. And this is like an outlet for your expression. Empower Network is an outlet for that expression. Allows you to learn who you are, talk about who you are, get good at being a solid, shining light, get good at playing big instead of playing small, and expressing yourself and however you feel, and and like getting to know me and just getting to know cool people, making new friends. And here's the thing, you need to hang out with people who make more money than you. You need to follow leaders who are really successful. It puts you in that level. You make new friends, so you're learning about yourself. You're making new friends and all of a sudden your vibration's starting to rise, because of the people you're hanging out with, you're associating with. You start resonating along the same frequencies, along the same thoughts, and you get to as long as you're allowing, as long as you're accepting that you're in your human body, this vehicle, and You know, things feel pleasurable and they feel painful, and they feel happy and they feel sad. I mean, of course, you're always improving, so you're always heading for joy and happiness. That's our natural state, right? And you're always doing that. But what helps get there faster is having a team of me and the rest of Empower and Team Take Massive Action that we're with. Having people who are really like doing this with you, this improvement thing with you, and raising up and rising up in our own power and becoming more gravitated within and becoming brighter and lighter and just heavier, you know, like the shiniest, heaviest light you can coming from within you. You know, this is what we're all doing. So when you hang out with people who are doing that too, as well as you, we're all in the same boat. You know, nobody's judging anybody here. We're all trying to get better at being ourselves and making the money. You know, I want to be able to make money at the snap of a finger, right? And with Empower Network, you can get there. I'm telling you, man, or woman, 90 days of a blog post a day, which is, like I was saying, the key to everything is a little bit every day, 7 days a week. There's no day of rest. Just a little bit every day, and you will get to wherever you want to be as successfully. After 90 days of blogging every day, you will be able to produce money at the snap of a finger. I'm telling you. If you don't believe me, prove it to yourself. You'll see. It's incredible. So, I mean, there's people in the stock market who, and that's my next thing. I mean, after I get this Empower thing just totally down and actually, you know, running to the level I want it to be at, I'm going to start studying the stock market and seeing what I can do there. So, because I just, you know, control yourself. You want to get to know yourself so well that you can literally produce anything you want at any time you want, or go anywhere you want. I mean, that's how well you want to know yourself. You want to just have complete confidence in your abilities, total confidence in your God-given abilities as a human, this brilliant brain you have that this brain creates the material around you. It crafts it. It takes everything around you and it molds it into what you want. And, you know, the way you do that, the way you use your brain and the way you get that going is that you do small actions every single day in the direction of what you want. Eventually, I mean, I say get rich. I say go for money. Because when you have money in this world, you have a lot more power. You know, what makes us powerless? I'm not talking power to, you know, manipulate other people's lives. I'm not talking about that kind of power at all. The kind of power I'm talking about is the power to be able to hop on a plane and go to Africa if you want to help out people out there. The power to not have to, and, you know, we're powerless when we go to a job that we don't like and where we have to commute to a location. You know, in this wonderful world of this interconnectedness we have, we're still commuting to a location, right? That's ridiculous. I mean, unless you like your commute, then it's not. But I just think it's ridiculous. You know, some of my friends have jobs in offices where they can do the job from home. And they're, you know, you're still required. And you still have to work 8 hours a day. It's not value-based, right? You're not getting paid based on your value. Like if you are 2 times more efficient than everybody else in your office, you still have to stay there the same number of fucking hours that everybody else does, right? Even if you're more efficient. The other people can slack off and they still have a job and they still get paid the same and they still have to be there the same amount of time where you get more work done. This is not harnessing our natural gifts well, right? It's not. It's just bad. And so knowing yourself so deeply and just having power over your life. I'm talking the power. Money is power, isn't it? But money doesn't have to be negative at all. And don't have any apologies about having a lot of money, or living in a nice house, or having a nice car, because you deserve it. And guess what? Every being on the planet deserves whatever he or she wants. Every being on the planet, and even the people in Africa and Asia. And that's why it's our duty to get our stuff figured out first and get enough people on the same wavelengths to where we're making so much money that we can give 20, 30, 40% of it away, however much we want. And I mean give it away in a thoughtful direction towards development, not just, you know, throwing a bunch of Twinkies over there or anything, but, you know, in sustainable development and literally actually developing the country or the rest of the world that needs development. And, again, strengthening democracy, it just comes back to that. We strengthen the ties that bind us. We strengthen humanity when we become prosperous ourselves. When you become prosperous, you help humanity because you're raising your vibration. When you have a low vibration, like people in Africa and Asia, you're not everybody in Africa and Asia, of course, but, if you're low energy, you're not going to be making a bunch of money, and you're not going to be living the life you want. So it's our jobs to raise our energy here in first world, right, where our problem is programming and not lack of food. We just need to learn it's our brain. Our frontier is our brain. People's frontiers out in Africa and Asia and even, the impoverished here in America and all around the world, of course, their frontier is, okay, I need food, I need shelter, I need clothing. I need to stay fucking alive. That's kind of a barrier. Our barrier here is to how to use our brain. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, how you use your brain, I'm telling you right here, right now, mark this minute down and write this in a pen and piece of paper. How you use your brain to achieve who you want to become, what you want to do, and what you want to have, and who you want to do it with is be consistent and persistent. Do a little bit, not a life-changing amount, every single day, 7 days a week, toward your goal. Got it? Now, of course, there are some other ingredients that help with that, like faith and belief. Again, if you believe in God, please have faith, believe. You have these God-given gifts. I'm telling you, your brain is the most powerful tool on the planet. God gave it to you to mold your reality. There is no other way to say it. Your brain is the machine that interacts with this world we see ourselves in, okay? This world is plastic and changeable and essentially infinite, and your brain controls it. And how you control your brain to get what you want is to do a little bit of something every day towards your goal. Again, not life-changing, not huge. It's just consistently and persistently. Do small things. 10 minutes a day, 2 hours a day, 6 hours a day, What are you passionate about? Some painters are going to want to paint several hours a day. Musicians are going to want to play music several hours a day, right? But you start small. Do not overdo anything. Just don't. Because the way of nature is a flow. It's not a... we do have growth spurts, but just go with your flow. Accept your humanity. Accept your, all the feelings in your body and your emotions and in your brain. And so we'll get past that frontier. We'll get past getting all butthurt that somebody has a bad opinion about our religion or about our appearance or about whatever. We get rid of emotional insecurities. Basically, we just strengthen up. Turn the other cheek. Move forward confidently in the direction of your dreams, and nothing can stop you. And a little bit every day. That's the key. And then the brain is used. Then your positive energy is raised. Then you're making more money. You don't even have to be using Empower Network to make money. This applies across the board. I mean, just do a little bit every day, and no matter what, if you want to get financially independent, then you just do a little bit every day, and you will get there. You will become financially independent if that's what you work on for 20 minutes a day or 2 hours a day, right? It's just Empower Network allows it to happen a huge percentage faster. I mean, extremely fast, because not because the system is brilliant. It's just that this platform was brought in to be put on the internet. The nature of blogging and the nature of the internet, this Empower Network uses, and speedily. See, there's room for every single one of us in the world. There's room for your voice on the internet, because you know what? Everybody's different. Everybody's gifted. Everybody has something to say. Whether you think you do or you don't, you do. You have something to say. And it doesn't have to be about business, but it should be about some direction that you're heading in, that you're improving in your life. It should be your thoughts, like I'm spilling my thoughts to you about democracy and justice and freedom and emotional immaturity and all this stuff. Whatever you think about it, it doesn't have to be philosophical or anything like that. It can, whatever. I mean, talk about, if you're just talk about something that self-improves on you, and that's the best way to start. And of course, the training, the products in Empower Network will help you do that. I mean, if you watch a training in the Empower Network, you will have something to think about and write about, because we don't just talk about business. We talk about owning yourself, controlling yourself, being in control of your mind, not being a wussy, but rather being powerful. We talk about this unity and connectedness, and we talk about how to express yourself, how to do things on the internet. We talk about how to be effective human beings on the internet. Effective human beings on the internet. That's what we teach at Empower. And you're not alone. I mean, for crying out loud, you have us. I believe in you. We believe in you. If you can't tell, over the last 50 minutes, I truly believe in you. And my hand, I don't care where you are in the world, my hand is outstretched to you, and I want to help lift you up. Because when you become more powerful, when you do what you want with your life, when you become more powerful, that not only pleases me, but your strength strengthens humanity. I want you to be rich because humanity is better for it. I want you to be free and happy and joyous because humanity is better for it. And then I want you and I to just simply continue lifting up the world in harmony with each other. And you know what? I don't know where you can start that now. You can certainly start it now at Empower Network with me, with Empower. You can certainly start at Empower. That's a great place to start. It's not like if you don't like it, we're going to make you stay here. Of course, churches, great place to start. I often find that, if you're going for financial independence, financial freedom, a church, look, it's just about empowering you. It's about getting you to, you're the natural state of joy and happiness and abundance. I mean, prosperity and abundance is our birthright. It's everybody's birthright. There is enough prosperity and abundance to go around and around and around this world. And you know what? Not everybody wants to be super fucking rich. You don't have to be. But you want to be free and you want to be happy, and to me that's being rich. You want to live with whom you want. You want to maybe have the family you want. You want to go where you want. Just to be free. I mean, man, talk about going a level up just by not having a job that you have to go to that you don't like, right? That alone frees us up immensely. That's almost unheard of lifestyle. Wait, you mean I don't have to check in anywhere? You mean I don't have to get paid wages? You mean I'm paid based on my value? And you mean to say that Empower Network makes it so easy that I'm paid not based on, I don't have to sit here and talk about business all day long. I can talk about whatever I want that's pertinent to my life, and I don't have to go to a job. And I don't have to check in. I can get paid on my value based on who I am. Are you kidding me? What a lifestyle change. What a paradigm shift, right? I mean, some of you, maybe that's not too far out, but I think it's just so right. It feels so right. Lovely lady. Oh, fortune is a lady. And you, whether you're a lady or a man, should be in control of your financial independence, if that's what you want for your life. You should be in control of your destiny, of your future, of your finances. You should be able to go where you want and do what you want, especially in this glorious age of fast travel and instant communication. There's no reason not to. And it's just a match made in heaven that you can get rich. Income disclaimer, please check it out. I mean, not everybody, it depends on the amount of work you put in to be honest. But you can get rich with Empower by using your personality and your interests and your, thoughts and what you do, So, match made in heaven. The freedom, the democracy, the tool of the internet, and then this platform by these, brilliant, compassionate men called Empower, and then we all lift each other up, and we work together, and we become stronger together, and we help build a better humanity, a better world. It's all about you. You have to improve yourself before you can help anybody else. And we can't feel guilty about it because it's our right to life. And we can't apologize for standing here on this earth where we have every right to be. It's up to us. Your life is up to you, and you know what? I'm here to help you with it. I'm here to help you with it. My arm is outstretched to you, my hand. Please take it and work with me here. Get your life into where you want it. And how do you do that? Well, start hanging out with me. Start hanging out with our team. But especially, no matter what you do, do something every day, a little bit of something every day. 20 minutes, 2 hours. It depends on what you're doing, But you have to do something. I mean, read 10 pages of a book every day. Just start there. If you want to start making some money and you have a plan to make that money, do that. But do it every day. Do it 7 days a week. Whatever it is that you want to do to make money, you do it 7 days a week. You don't have to spend 8 hours a day on it, especially if you have a job. But you got to do it a little bit every day. If you have a plan, if you're reading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, or if you're looking into the stock market, or if you're doing real estate, or if you're doing network marketing, or if you're doing something, you have to work on it a little bit every day. Because if you work on it only 4 days a week, you're never going to get the momentum. You have to do it every day. And it's not hard. Don't make it life-changing work every day. That's how you do it. That's how you get control of yourself. So if you don't have a way of doing you want to gain financial independence, I recommend you look into Empower Network with me. My name is Drew Doggett. My username is Andrew7. That's for my family. And check out Empower Network. Contact me if you have any questions, but do a little bit. You'll see how incredibly mind-bogglingly easy it is. And as I've already explained in this recording, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. In fact, all you really have to do is talk about yourself, and share information with others, of course, and especially talk about improvement or your business or just anything that's useful to anybody. But as long as you do something, I promise you, it can be as cool as sharing viral videos, or like sharing the news about football. If you're a football fan, you could be watching football and sharing stuff about the football games that you're watching on a daily basis, getting paid to watch football. How is that? It doesn't matter. Videos, entertainment, news, sports, it does not matter. It's yours to choose what you blog about, and you can make money with Empower Network. So, but you just got to do it a little bit every day. Know what I'm saying? All right. This has been a recording about the anger, about letting yourself get angry, and if that's what you need, I don't recommend going into it. But if you need to, I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. Isn't that from the movie Network? I think. I'm mad as hell. Yeah, everybody sticks their head out the window and starts yelling, "I'm mad as hell." So. Embrace yourself, your humanity, let yourself flow. Know that there's negative and positive to being a human, and that negative emotions are not bad, and they should not be necessarily, they should not be repressed or avoided, because oftentimes you need to express yourself in order to move closer to your goal, and sometimes that expression can be a negative expression that will move you towards your goal. What we quote-unquote negative expression. You can feel not good, but don't let that be a barrier, Again, I'm not a psychologist or a doctor. I'm just a guy with thoughts, and so this is my experience, and I've been doing this for a long time, so I recommend trying it out for yourself. And of course, leave me any thoughts you have. We also talked about justice and harmony in the world, and we talked about how raising yourself and your real responsibility and duty to become more powerful and more in control of yourself, and that is really what you should be doing every day. And there are no apologies. You have every right to be on this planet, as does every other living human being and other being, and we all deserve to be prosperous and abundant, because that raises our positive energy, and we strengthen our humanity. We strengthen our interlinking, and we help each other out when we become more prosperous and abundant. And also turning the other cheek we talked about, and finances we talked about, and everything is completely within your control. Stop getting butthurt over people's opinions, because opinions are not facts. And I may have forgotten something that we talked about, but regardless, we can keep this going in the comments below. So, thanks for listening. I'm Drew Doggett, and I wish you the very best, my friend. Thank you very much for listening. Talk to you next time. Maybe talk to you soon. Bye-bye.